At 10:33 a.m., LaGuardia Tower advises TWA of traffic off to its right. No one realizes it, but the United DC-8 is heading straight for them. Then, 7 seconds later, as both planes approach 5,000, there's a brutal collision. One of the DC-8's engines tears through the fuselage of the Super Connie. The TWA plane breaks into pieces and goes down on the spot, crashing in Staten Island's Miller Airfield. But the United jet manages to stay aloft for 8.5 more miles until it's over Park Slope, Brooklyn, where Tom Regan, then 20 years old, is standing on the street.
I crossed the street at 7th Avenue and Sterling Place, just stepping on the corner when I heard a loud whine. And when I turned around, the wing of the plane, United Airlines, was catching into the roof of the building that I had just left. And there was a tremendous explosion. Immediately I dropped to the ground, and then moments after that there was a second explosion. Bang! Just everything exploded. And now the whole place was on fire. I stayed on the ground for what I thought seemed to be a long time, but I believe it was only several seconds. And I jumped up and I ran, and I never looked back.
Obviously, you have to be a reasonably capable pilot to do the sort of things we're doing. Not exceptional, but capable. I think the most important thing in terms of flying is to have an appreciation of what's reasonable to do and what's not. Doing things for the first time, you can never guarantee entirely the safety. It's a mix, really, of test flying. Some of it is extremely mundane. So a lot of it can be gathering performance data and whatever. And then there's the other side of it, particularly things like handling qualities, where you're trying to tune the flight control laws. That's where it comes down to much more gut feeling, trying to put yourself in the place of the average airline pilot and say, okay, I can fly that, but then I've been practicing this all day. Is an airline pilot at the end of a long overnight flight in difficult weather conditions, is he going to find it easy to fly? So it becomes much more subjective, and you're relying on experience, what you've seen people do in the past, and how it feels for you. I haven't participated in a first flight of a brand new prototype airplane like this before. I did a first flight of the second A380 that flew, and that's not really the same thing because by that stage the airplane was reasonably well known. So no, this is going to be, in that sense, a new experience for me. It's something that a lot of test pilots never get to do a first flight like this, so I think I'm very lucky to be in the position I'm in at the moment. We can do it. I'm sure other people will do it.